Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick review of Snitch starring The Rock. I wasn't expecting too much out of this movie. It's currently rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't watch trailers, so I didn't know if the trailer looked good or not. But I figured I really I like The Rock as an action hero, so I figured why not see it. And the movie really took me by surprise for a few reasons. Number one is the first this movie's not that long, but it feels longer than it really is. I'd say the first hour is actually really slow. I mean, not in a bad, some people may think in a bad way because they like fast movies and they like Fast Five type movies. Not me. Um, it kind of reminds me of like the gray action. It's slow paced action for the first hour, 10 minutes or something. But the first hour and 10 minutes are really, slow. They build the storyline up. They develop the characters. They do a good job at doing that. And I was actually really vibing this movie for the first hour and something minutes. I think The Rock might have been a little bit miscasted. I could see someone, I don't know, like Mark Wahlberg playing the role a little bit better, but for what it was, I think The Rock did a good job. Obviously, it's not going to be an Oscar nomination role or anything like that, but regardless, I still thought he did good enough job for this role. I really like the guy as an actor. He's got a lot of charisma, and you've seen that when he was a wrestler, but he's just got like a screen presence, and that's what I like about him. I think he's not a great actor, but he dominates when he's on the screen. If that makes sense. But there are actually some pretty good performances in this movie. One of them that I thought was really good is John Bernthal. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He played Shane on The Walking Dead. He's going to be on a new show on TNT. It's like LA Noir type show. And I thought he did a damn good job in this movie. Uh, I really liked the guy on The Walking Dead. A lot of people hated his character, but I was right there with him. I thought he was a great actor, and I generally felt I felt that he was right on that show, like with what he said. I may be in the wrong crowd there, but I did like him on The Walking Dead, and I think he is a good actor, and he shows in this movie. I think obviously this is not a movie that is amazing. It's a fun movie. It's not a great movie, but I think it does have some performances that are you know that are from good young actors who could show potential in the future, like John Bernthal and uh, I forgot his name. Barry Pepper's in it. I think Barry Pepper does a good job. Uh, there's a few good performances. Obviously, The Rock and Susan Sarandon and stuff like that. But yeah, the acting in this movie is not bad by any means. Uh, it's full of a lot of TV actors. I swear to God, like every 5 minutes, you just seen, oh my God, he was on Lost. He was on The Walking Dead. He was on The Wire. Michael K. Williams is on the show. But or in this movie. It's a good movie. I did enjoy it. My biggest problem with the movie is it's there's like two main drug deal or like The Rock, his character is trying to um, find out about two specific drug dealers. There's like the first one, and then that one leads into a bigger cartel. And I wish it would have been too short, obviously, and they had to do the second one for like action purposes. But if the movie would have just ended at the first drug deal, it would have been, I would have probably given this movie like an 8 or something like that. I would have liked it a lot more. But it doesn't. It goes on to this big drug cartel, and it gets a little too too over the top there, and action sequences, gunshots, and stuff like that. I'm not too into those kind of things, but for what it was fine. Overall, I did like this movie. I thought the acting is good. There's some good actors in this show, or in this movie, some good television actors, and I really like John Bernthal. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but this dude, he didn't get enough years on The Walking Dead, and I'm glad he's making his way into movies. I did like it. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I'll definitely buy it. I'll watch it again. It's nothing to brag about, but in February you don't get many good movies, and this isn't really a great movie, but it's a good enough movie, and I recommend everyone to see it. It doesn't have a overly Rotten Tomatoes score, but it's not very good. It's like 55, but check it out. I think most people would like Snitch. It's slower, but I prefer slower action movies compared to shit blowing up every 5 seconds. But check it out. Yeah, give it a 7.5. Thanks. Comment, like, and try and help me get some more subscribers. Thanks, guys.